the #2 Montana game of all time, the 1989 Eagles game.
There are so many, and obviously the big games, the Super Bowls, the playoffs, clutch. But the one that really resonates with me was the Philadelphia Eagles game.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Joe Starkey at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. Is this the team of the 80s against the team of the 90s today?
Concentration will win this game for us, man. These guys are not better than us. So what? They've been in the Super Bowl. So are the Redskins. It's time to go out and kick some work on three. Work on three. 1, 2, 3, work!
People don't understand the overtones that preceded this game. The 49ers are the defending champions, but Bill Walsh is gone. It's 1989.
It's going to be a good game. You got two good teams, you got beautiful weather. What the hell, you know? Somebody going to win, somebody going to lose. I mean,
they had pulled out 2 games to start the season under George Seifert, but the Eagles were the it team. That whole city and team was geeked up, and this was going to be the changing of the guard game. And that's how it played out in the first half.
In the first half, Montana was sacked 6 times.
That Philadelphia Eagles defense might have been the best defense in history of the league.
They're playing a Philadelphia team on that horrendous artificial turf that might as well have been just concrete painted green.
Joe Montana just got pummeled over and over.
Chased again, caught and dropped. It's Clyde Simmons.
I would run a route, 10-yard route, turn around, I'd be open, and there'd just be a huge pile up. I'd look, I go, where the heck is he? Unburying himself from, 5 defensive players.
That's the safety.
Things were so bad that 49ers offensive line coach Bob McKittrick went to Joe Montana at halftime and apologized.
I set up on pitch, and he kind of slid, and I got washed off of the other.
It was stunning because everybody in the press box had counted the 49ers out of that game. But we all forgot who was the quarterback of the 49ers.
At halftime, they knew they couldn't survive, so they spread them out and went to 4 wide. Well, that's counterintuitive. They're killing Joe Montana, our fine china. Let's take a back out of the backfield and run a spread offense so they can kill him even more. But what Holmgren knew is that not only is Montana tough enough to stay in, but if you give him a little bit more space, he might pick you apart.
2nd and 23. Taylor!
When you're playing with Montana, you know something great is going to happen.
I know there was a few times in the huddle where he told those guys they better stink and block because we're not out of this thing.
Montana to throw. He's got Rathman. He's into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
You could say, hey, man, we're on the road. We're down big. Chalk this one up to an L. Let's go home. Go win the West. Don't worry about it. No, by McKittrick saying that to Montana at halftime and by Montana kind of coming out and doing what he did showed that incredible resolve and the physical toughness.
In the fourth quarter alone, Joe passed for 4 touchdowns and accounted for 246 total yards.
There's this weird buzz in the stands, like, wait, what's going on? But we could still come back. And they run a play action. You see Jerry Rice going deep, and you knew this is the I'm Joe Montana and you're not play.
Montana to throw. He wants the end zone. Rice has got it. Touchdown 49ers.
All those players were far physically tougher than they got credit for. And that game, Joe showed it in its finest fashion.
It's interesting that you have it as 2 because I've always thought it's an underrated Montana game. Apparently now it's overrated.
I have it number 1 just because of the beating he took.